Hi, everybody. As everybody probably knows, if they've been watching my YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram pages, I've had a change of direction in my life. I simply couldn't carry on the way I was carrying on because not having the time to look after myself and to look at what I was eating was not doing me any good. I was constantly running around like a headless chicken, trying to find time to fit myself in because I was too busy looking after everybody else. But ultimately, at the end of the day, this last 6 weeks has taught me a lot. I've learned that we can heal ourselves spiritually with the use of sound and meditation. But I've also been looking at diet. I've been looking at the common pear, the apple, the mango, simply sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, hazelnuts, and a lot more healthy products. I've even started to look into things like vegan hemp powder and the vegan pea protein. The other thing I've looked at are raspberry ketones, in particular because they can actually help us lose weight. They can actually boost the metabolism to get rid of the fat in our in fat stores. Now, when we think that we're always on the go, we're always running, and we get up, we eat, we sleep, and we come home and we eat, and we continue a life. We're basically on a wheel, and that wheel isn't doing us any good because we need to get a balance right between how we use our time. Because the one thing that's really important in life is the time. The time we take to look after ourselves, spend with our families, and also the time we take to look at how we eat. If we're constantly running around, we're often looking for convenience food. I know I was. I'd go to work, I wouldn't take a pack up, I'd get in my van and I'd go off for the day. I'd stop at a petrol station, I'd grab a sandwich, a bar of chocolate, a fizzy drink, and I assumed that I was just getting by. But what I didn't realise was that not looking at what we're eating does us a great deal of damage because it encourages us to put excess weight on. We become dependent on things like sugar. And sugar, for instance, is one of the biggest cancer causes because it causes, and also linked to diabetes. When you have a fizzy drink, do you really know what's in it? I've learned that some of the additives in there aren't particularly good for the human system. So why not take the time really to look out and have a look before you actually jump in and grab something on the hoof? I know from now on that I'm going to be looking at what I eat because I am what I eat. My immune system depends on it. If I continue to grab fast food and to go down the junk food route, my immune system is going to suffer because our immune system is dependent on what we put into our bodies. And nature's created the best products we can go for. For instance, when we take the time to look at what's good for us, the apple in particular is full of folic acid, vitamin C, calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, pectin. It's also got traces of copper, zinc, and vitamins B1, B2, B3, B6, and vitamin E, all of which are really important to health. Not only is the apple good for a base for cooking with, because it's got a really sweet juice, it's an ideal antioxidant, and it's good for cleansing the digestive system and immune system booster. The pear is really rich in vitamin C, potassium, and beta carotene. And It's really good for people with diabetes and those that are trying to watch the weight, as pears cause a slow but steady rise in the blood sugar levels. If you are weaning a child, pears are ideal, as they readily prevent or reduce allergic reactions. The mango, that's another fantastic fruit. It's often underestimated. It's full of vitamin C, it's got carotenes, fibre and vitamin B, and it controls the blood pressure, it alleviates anemia, immune boosters, and it helps to fight infection. These are just 3 of everyday foods that we can eat that will help us build an immune system that can fight off many infections. There are plenty of others, like almonds, hazelnuts, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds. Why don't you take the time to have a look? The information's out there if you want to create a better lifestyle for yourself. I know that in the last 6 weeks I've looked at my diet and I've come back to the conclusion that we are what we eat, and I've cut out chocolate, I've reduced my level of sugar intake. I hardly touch a fizzy drink now because I find them too sweet. I've replaced them with fruit juices, fresh water. I've even started to look at alternative sources of protein like coconut. And it's really important, guys, that we use the time we've got valuably, because we've all got families, and the family's really important. Sometimes it's not all about money, but how we spend our time and whether we use it wisely. So please, guys, take the time, have a look at what we're eating, because we often don't see what's really important. One final thing I say before I close is it's also wise to go for the organic product, because with the use of so many pesticides and chemicals out there, we often don't realise how far those pesticides and chemicals go into the food. And in particular, there are several weed killers that don't do our digestive system any good. So simply stop, take the time to have a look. Look to nature for the answers. Let it cure us. Let it protect us from diseases and illness. Have a fantastic day. I hope you all really enjoy whatever you're doing, and you make it home to your families safe. Love and peace to everybody.